is Kurt ASMR. I hope you're doing really well today, really well. So, I have been tagged in a 25 questions video by Comforting Sounds ASMR. Shout out to Comforting Sounds ASMR, who has an amazing channel and has some really relaxing videos. So the tag is to answer 25 questions about ASMR, and this seems to have been going for ages and ages. So I'm going to have a go. Thank you for tagging me again, Comforting Sounds. And I will tag 5 or 6 other ASMRtists to do the challenge, and no pressure to do the challenge, but I think it might be fun for you. So it's the weekend, it's cold, I have my rapidly getting cold coffee, and I've got these 25 questions here, and I thought I could just wing it and just answer them, off the cuff, but I had to do a bit of research into like the first time I experienced ASMR and stuff like that. So anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the questions. Question number 1. When was the first time you experienced ASMR? That's a really good question. I'd say, obviously, like a lot of people, the first time I experienced ASMR was as a child. Now I think about it, in particular kind of like white noises, but in the house that I grew up in, whenever anyone ran the bath or the shower, the pipes made a really distinctive sort of like noise, like like a spaceship cranking up or something. Maybe they were old pipes, but it was just a really comforting sound, and it was, it kind of ran up into my bedroom, and I always loved that sound. So that was probably the first time I experienced ASMR. Also, I do remember experiencing like ASMR from people as well. Like I don't know if you've ever been around somebody like where they just might be talking to you, and but they have an energy about them. I do kind of believe in like auras and energies, and they just have that energy that kind of gives you that ASMR crackle. I worked in a place many years ago where someone used to come and talk to me, and they gave off that sort of electricity. It wasn't like a romantic attraction, but I think they just had that energy, maybe that energy that crackles with yours or something, and you got ASMR from it. Some people are quite tactile. They might occasionally touch you when they talk to you, which is sometimes not appropriate, but or they're just too close, or they might just give off that energy of ASMR. I think people do have a certain energy, and when it jives with your aura, you might get ASMR from it. So I get ASMR from things and people in the past. Alright, question 2. When was the first time you watched ASMR on YouTube? Sorry, I have my my MacBook here, and I have all the questions from the link that Comforting Sounds sent me. She sent me a link to the video of GibiASMR, who did the challenge a few years ago, and has the list of questions underneath her video. So thanks for linking me up to that. So question 2. When was the first time you watched ASMR on YouTube? I couldn't exactly tell you which was the exact first time, but it was probably around 7 years ago. I really first heard of ASMR as a thing, when I was listening to one of my favourite podcasts, Alison Rosen Is Your New Best Friend, and she was interviewing always had trouble sleeping, I was like, oh, this sounds good. So I guess I just looked up ASMR on YouTube, and you get all the selections. Unfortunately, because it was so long ago, I couldn't tell you the exact first ASMR video I watched, but just going back, it looks like the earliest channel that I subscribed to was Lee ASMR, and maybe I'll shout out all of these that I mention in the comments. But Lee ASMR is actually a French ASMRtist, and she just had a very relaxing voice and did lots and lots of tapping, as well as speaking in a beautiful French accent. And this was before I'd started learning French and was really into it, so I just found those videos really tingly and relaxing and helped me sleep. So probably Lee ASMR. A couple of the early ones I started listening to was probably Anonymous ASMR. Again, I really love her videos. She's just so consistent, and she's always doing like tapping on just the most random things, and I really admire that, because you never know what you're going to get, and I love that variety. She's done some great hotel tapping ones as well. I love hotel tapping videos. And the other one is Chloe ASMR, because I think that I remember she did one of the first ever window tapping videos, and I love window tapping. I think that's what got me into it, because she really got it really, really loud. I tried to do my own window tapping video, but it was during the day, and I had to go easy and not be as loud, and I think it's best if it's loud for window tapping. So and she did some great car tapping videos as well. Again, I would love to do my own car tapping video, because I love car tapping videos. There's so many different surfaces, and so that's just an example of some of the early ones that I watched. ASMR Gina Carla as well. She's really great, always does like a variety of different things and role plays and stuff like that. So but there wasn't particular any one that I remember, because it was so long ago, but some of those are great, and I will shout them out in the description below. Alright, question 3. What's your favourite unintentional ASMR video? Favourite unintentional ASMR video? I don't think I have any unintentional ASMR videos from people, because most of the ones I watch are intentional. But I'd say that I get unintentional ASMR from travel noise, so especially like trains. Like train noises, train white noise. I even saw one video where an ASMRtist they just got on a train, and they weren't tapping, they weren't scratching, they weren't doing anything. They were just literally on a train, and it was so relaxing just listening to the train. It was like a travel vlog, really. It might have even been on their non-ASMR channel. I can't remember, but they just got on a train, and it was so relaxing. The other thing I like is planes, because of the white noise and the ambience. But the thing I really like is to get the actual tingles is the plane taking off, when the engines, the throttle goes up, and you get that loud noise of the takeoff. And then when it levels off to cruising altitude, it's more like a relaxing white noise, because it's a bit more steady. So I definitely get unintentional ASMR from those, because there are people who film like full flight videos, and I used to put those on to go to sleep. The only trouble with those is if they get on a flight with loads of kids on, and the kids are screaming, or there are people coughing. That's not relaxing, especially in these COVID times. But if there's kids crying and people coughing, not so much. But if they get a good flight with with relatively well behaved people, it's really relaxing. So yeah, planes, trains. I haven't really tried any car journey ones yet. Maybe I should. That might be cool. And also, the other one I like is Star Wars ambience or Star Trek ambience. So there are people who've done like the sounds of the Millennium Falcon going through hyperspace, or the engines on the Starship Enterprise. There's the humming of the engines, and again, I found that really relaxing from like a white noise perspective. Okay, let's move on. I'm trying to make this video not too long. Name the last 5 ASMR artists that you watched. Okay, last 5. I had to write this down because I had to go into my history, and I can't lose my page on it. So the last 5 that I watched were. Okay, yeah. The other tricky thing for me is because I get really busy. Some days I just don't have time to watch too much ASMR. But I like to support other ASMR artists and just watch them as a fan. So what tends to happen is I get busy, and then they've released loads of videos and I have to catch up. So I end up binge watching, loads of their videos. So that would mean like I'd only watched one ASMR artist 5 times. So I have to go like the last individual ASMR channels that I watched. So that would be GibiASMR, who is one of my absolute favourites. Yeah, really great videos. I love all her triggers, and yeah, it's fantastic. I'll link that below. I can't read my own writing. I have a notepad here which I wrote everything down. I can't read my own writing because I was writing it in English. Okay, number 2. Okay, Sleep Buddy ASMR. Number 2, Sleep Buddy ASMR. She did it's okay video, and my anxiety's been really bad lately, so I remember I'd watched that video previously, but I couldn't actually remember who it was that did it, so I just googled it and looked it up on YouTube, and I saw that lots of people have done like it's okay videos, but she was the one that I'd watched previously, so I put that video on again. She has an amazing channel, and doesn't get the love that she deserves, so I'll put a link to that one next. Jinx ASMR. I watched like a positive affirmations video. I don't think I'd watched any of her stuff before. Pear ASMR, which was like another new one, with lots of, that was like hand movements and tapping. That was another new suggestion which I thought I'd give a try, and I'm glad I did. And Christina ASMR, who did like the last one was like a short makeup application video, which was so cool. I do like makeup brushing. I love like mic brushing and brushing the camera as well. That's so cool. So yeah, another great channel. Yeah, really great ASMR artists there, with a great variety of videos. So I'm going to shout all of those out. They're all fantastic. So shout out to all of those. All right, let's move on. Okay. What is my favourite ASMR trigger to listen to? Okay, so without doubt it is tapping, like any type of tapping. I love listening to tapping. Like I said, I really love car tapping, window tapping, but yeah, just random tapping on random objects I really love. Camera tapping. Love camera tapping. So yeah, any kind of tapping, I'm into it. Next, what is your least favourite trigger to listen to? Do it. Okay, I've been dreading this one. My least favourite trigger to listen to, and I'm sorry if you are really into it, is eating sounds. It's weird. I don't mind mouth sounds like that, but actual eating stuff, I don't like. But like I said before, there is one channel really like who does mukbang, where they just eat loads of like desserts. And I don't know if it's not really the sounds I'm into, it's just more about like watching them enjoy like these really indulgent desserts, because I love sweet things, and I think I'm like living vicariously through watching them eat these amazing desserts. Oh, I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the channel, but if I find it, I'll put the link below again. But yeah, eating sounds I do not like, and it says do it as well. Oh my goodness me. So I'd actually be really interested to know which of you are into eating sounds, so leave me a comment below. If you want me to do an eating sounds video, I'll do it, but it's not my favourite. But if lots of people are into it, you know, I'm always want to push myself to try new things. So anyway, it says do it, so I'm going to do it. Let me have these tortilla chips. They are chorizo in a red pepper. Sorry, the packet's very loud. You asked for this. They're good. They're not particularly spicy. Is everybody gone now? Has everybody switched off? Okay. See, I'm so sorry if you're not into that. It's my least favourite, but hey, I did it. And they were quite tasty. Okay, next. Do you use ASMR to relax or fall asleep? Yes, absolutely I do. Like I said before, I have a terrible time falling asleep, so I'm just gonna have a drink of coffee because those chips were really dry. Yeah, I do use ASMR videos to fall asleep, because they help me relax, and I often have a really bad time falling asleep with anxiety and just racing thoughts. The only trouble is some videos they keep me awake because I want to stay to the end and find out what happens or what new objects they're going to get out to tap on. You know, it reminds me of like the other thing that's really bad for me to sleep is like listening to music on Spotify, because like especially if I listen to like, I don't know, something new or something I haven't heard before, I'll just keep going down the rabbit hole of one more song. I won't just let it run, and that'll just keep me awake. It's a really bad habit. But yeah, I do listen to ASMR to fall asleep too. And again, like those white noise videos are really good. Those white noise videos, you know, like yeah, the spaceship ones and the trains and planes. And last night I listened to Sleep Buddy. I mean, what a perfect name for an ASMR channel. Doing shh, it's okay, and that really helped me sleep, because this week, oh my goodness me, this week has been one of the worst, I'm not joking, one of the worst weeks for sleeping for me. My anxiety's been through the roof. I've just had a kind of a bad week, and yeah, it's just been really bad. And obviously if you're going into a day with not enough sleep, then it kind of spirals and you don't have a good day, and yeah, this week has not been a fun one. So yes, the answer is yes, I do. Okay. What is your bedtime routine? Okay, well, it varies, but in general, my bedtime routine is I clean my teeth. Sometimes I have a shower, like, but generally, like if I usually work out just before dinner, so say between like 5:30 and 6:30 in the evening, and I actually, like, obviously I usually have to have a shower immediately after that, so I'll have a shower and then I'll have dinner. So that means that I've already had a shower, and I wash my face in the shower. So I wash my face in the shower, and that means I only have to clean my teeth when it's bedtime. So I'll clean my teeth. I will write my to-do list for the next day. I always think that's really important, just to get that down on paper, like the night before. I don't know why that really helps me, but just to write down what I have to do, and then I can just put it away and relax. Whereas if I wake up having not written a to-do list, I feel like lost. It's a weird thing. I don't know why that is. Anybody else? Anyway, so yeah, so I will get ready. I would usually put on like a comforting, like, body spray or body mist to help me relax. And maybe one of my fragrances as well. If it's just like one of my non-expensive ones, usually like a citrusy one that's relaxing for sleep, not like a heavy winter one, like a spicy one, but like those fruity, relaxing ones that sort of citrusy, oceanic, that make you feel like a holiday. I love wearing those in bed. And I will take magnesium. I take like 2 magnesium supplements before bed, because that's supposed to help you relax your muscles, sleep better, and stop muscles from like twitching. And yeah, again, it's the anxiety thing, and I think it does help a little bit. So I take my magnesium supplements. So I'll put on my pajamas, which is pajama bottoms, which I've had. Well, I have a couple. I have pajama bottoms which I've had for ages, but somehow it came with a matching pajama top, which I don't have anymore. So basically, it's a repurposed old t-shirt, which I don't wear during the day anymore. It's a repurposed V-neck t-shirt from H&M, which I wear for bed at the moment. And sometimes I used to like sleep with I don't even know how to put this. Sometimes with nothing on, and sometimes just with no t-shirt on. But it's winter and it's cold, so that's not happening. That's not gonna happen for a while. Although I hear that's good for you, so I don't know. TMI. Okay. Where are we? My bedtime routine. Okay, I'm not even in bed yet. Okay, so ideally I should be getting into bed, and then I should be reading. So I've done my to-do list. I put on my fragrances, my pajamas, taking my supplements, get into bed, and I recently got a gratitude journal, which is I can't reach it over there, but it is in one of my videos, maybe even a couple of them, and it's a really cool gratitude journal that gives you 3 things to write down that you are grateful for every day. And I try to write in that every day. I don't always do it, but I try to, and it really does help just to be grateful for little things, especially if you're having a bad week. Just to be grateful for those tiny little things. I think it does help, like just to be grateful for a blue sky, a cup of coffee, someone smiling at you, someone being kind to you, and that really helps. And then the best thing, and I don't always do this, I have maybe a bad routine and a good routine. Good routine is that I read before bed, because reading helps me get sleepy and relaxed more than anything else. My bad routine would be just switching the light off and jumping onto my phone and scrolling and social media and stuff that is just going to keep me stimulated. So but reading, I usually have 1 or 2 books on the go. Like I've got like a fiction book and a non-fiction I will often just fall asleep with podcasts on. But then, it's annoying because you don't want to miss it, so I'll usually have to like find out where I was when I fell asleep and finish it the next day, so that, because you miss things. So yeah, reading, but yeah, sometimes when I can't sleep I will put on ASMR videos to help me sleep as well. So yeah, that's pretty much my routine. Wow, that's a long routine. Anyway, that's it. Next one. What is your favourite trigger to do? I'd say probably my favourite trigger to do is tapping. Because I love listening to tapping. I love giving it to other people and giving tingles to other people, and it's just nice and simple to do. I love how you can tap on different objects. And yeah, I love tapping. Okay. What is your least favourite trigger to do this to? I don't think I have a least favourite trigger to do, because I only started doing ASMR not long ago, and there's nothing that I really don't like doing. Maybe it's like fabric scratching, because I'm never sure if people are enjoying it. My fabric scratching videos don't really get that much of an audience, and I'm never sure if I'm doing it right, or if people are finding it tingly. Or I love watching fabric scratching videos myself, especially where it's like, I don't know, something that's really sort of makes a sound like, I don't know, leather or something like that, that makes a proper sound. This is just obviously like a cotton t-shirt, a flannel shirt. But yeah, like a leather jacket with lots of zips and things, that's cool. But yeah, that's probably my least favourite to do. And a lot of things where there are some things where I'm not sure if they will be, like I haven't done yet, but I'm not sure if that I'll enjoy doing them, or if the audience will enjoy doing. Like for example, kissing. I don't think I've ever done kissing, and I'm not sure if anyone would like a kissing video and whether I'd enjoy doing it. I don't know if I enjoy watching those. Maybe sometimes yes and sometimes no, but yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. Again, let me know. I'm up for anything, but I'm always open to trying new things, so let me know. Okay, how long does it take you to make a video? Well, it varies. It can take me quite a long time to do a video. I would say to set up and film a video can take me an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how long it takes me to set up, how many objects I need, if I need any objects, the state of my room, the state of the lighting. Do I need extra lighting? It's dark, it's winter at the moment, so I have my light on. This video took me a long time to set up, to get the lighting right, because the microphone was creating shadows on my face, so I had to move the new ring light that I have to sort of up here. It's clamped onto my shelf and coming down, because it was sat on my desk, but it was creating a kind of shadow on my face. So yeah, it can take up to an hour and a half, and then editing can take maybe another hour, and then uploading, gosh knows, that can take a long time depending on the internet speed, and sometimes it doesn't take long at all to upload, and sometimes it takes hours, and I have to leave it overnight to process, and hopefully by the next morning it's worked, and even sometimes the next day it hasn't stopped processing, and you have to, and it stops because your computer's gone to sleep or whatever, and yeah, it's a whole thing. So yeah, it can take a good few hours to make a video, but yeah, I really enjoy it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, yeah. Once I'm filming and I'm in the flow, it's all good. All right, next. Have you ever gotten tingles from your own videos? Oh my god, this is going to sound really vain, but yes, I have. Definitely not as much as watching somebody else's videos, for sure. But yeah, I get tingles from my own videos, and I usually watch my videos back. Just obviously when I'm editing them, I have to watch them back. And I might, once they're actually uploaded to YouTube, I might watch them just to see if they are any good. It's almost like a quality control thing. And you know, and if I'm getting some tingles from them, so okay, well maybe other people will be getting tingles from them as well. But it's definitely because it's me. I'd say I definitely don't get as many tingles as I do from watching somebody else's. But yeah, a little bit. If it's a good video, you know, you just gotta, sometimes you do some good ones, and sometimes you do some not so good ones, but that's how you learn and grow and improve. So yeah. Alright, next. I don't even know what number I'm on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I'm on question 14. Okay, do you watch your own videos? Yes, I do. Like I said, I have to watch them to edit them, and just usually afterwards, just for quality control. Yeah, and sometimes I might suddenly have a random question about a video, like, did I already do this trigger, or was the lighting good, or was the sound good, or was there a loud bang or something that I didn't edit out? And yeah, so maybe it's something I'm looking to improve for next time, so I will watch my own videos for that reason. What software do you use to edit? Currently, I use iMovie. It's a really simple, easy program to use. Now, when I went to university, we used Final Cut Pro, and also for a while used Premiere Pro as well. But because Premiere Pro is part of the Adobe suite of software, I used to pay for the whole package of Photoshop, Lightroom, Premiere Pro, like everything, and I just wasn't doing videos at that time. I was doing photography but not videos, so it was just wasting money, and so I switched to the photography only package with Adobe, which I still have, and maybe one day I'll switch back to Premiere Pro, but the fact is I can't afford it at the moment. It doesn't make economic sense for me to do that, so I'm really happy with iMovie. You know, I'm not trying to do anything too crazy, so yeah, I'm happy with iMovie at the moment. It's I find it really easy to use. What time of day do you film? Well, I film all days. Like, it's right now it is about 5 o'clock. It's coming up to 5 o'clock, and it's dark because it's winter. My favourite time of day to film actually is probably like morning, because in my current situation, the sun is coming through the window in the morning. But in reality, because I usually have too much to do in the morning, I usually end up filming in the afternoon. But again, I actually love natural light. I love natural light. I love to use natural light in my photography. And so in my films, I love to use natural light. So if I can, I try to film during the day. And obviously with it being winter, that's getting earlier and earlier. So maybe around like lunchtime or early afternoon before it gets dark. Today just wasn't possible, so I'm using my ring lights. But I like this too. Maybe it's giving you sort of nighttime vibes and might help you sleep. Okay. What is your favourite video that you've made? Oh, favourite video that I've made. Just off the top of my head, I'd say it was my 100 subscribers, 100 minutes of ASMR, where I just tapped on the most random items for 100. Well, it was well over 100 minutes. I went over, and I really enjoyed that because it was just such a I had to just my desk with, stuff. And just, I didn't know what I was going to grab, and just, I love watching people who tap on a variety of things, so it was really fun. It was fun doing a mega long video as well. So yeah, that was probably my favourite so far. Be interested to know what your favourite of mine is. In terms of views, it's my perfume tapping ones. I'm a big fan of glass tapping and fragrances and colognes as well. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, so those are really popular. Check those out if you like glass tapping videos. But yeah, I love doing those too. But yeah, top of my head, the long one. I'd love to do another long one. Maybe even a live, like an epic live video one day. We'll see. I've never done a live before. The idea scares me, so maybe that's what I should. If it scares me, I should do it. Okay. Question 17. Have one of your videos had an unexpected negative fan reaction? Yes. Yes, it has. I'd say pretty much just one video. And basically, I'm not going to say what they said or why they were offended, but basically it was a troll comment, because it was just a really simple tapping, scratching video. And yeah, it was I just basically got a troll comment on it. I'm not going to say what they did or why they took offence, because I think trolls need attention, and I'm not going to give them any. So yes, all I will do is say that I reacted in the wrong way. Basically, I responded to them. I tried to do the self-depreciating thing where I was like, yeah, you're right, yeah, and anything you try is it's just going to feed the trolls, so don't do that. So ideally, just don't. If you get troll comments, just don't respond, because they feed off that. No matter what you try, it's attention, and these people are not in a good place. So yeah, I'm just not going to respond, and it is the price you pay for putting yourself out there. Constructive feedback is different. If somebody says, I don't like this trigger, or this was a little bit too loud, or something like that, I'm always happy to hear constructive feedback. But yeah, just trolley comments, then yeah, it's just not worth your time or energy. ASMR is about fun and joy and being a great community, and I love the community here. So yeah, the answer is yes, unfortunately, but only on one video. So maybe it's just because I don't have that many subscribers and people who watch. So but yeah, it's pretty good. Most of you are like 99.999% of you are the most amazing people, and I am grateful for you. Alright, question, I think we're on 18. I've lost count again though, so it might not be, but I think it's 18. What videos of yours do you think didn't get the love it deserved? All of them. All of my videos don't get the love they deserve. How dare you not give me 1 million views every time? No, I would say, yeah, you get some which are really mega popular and some which aren't, but one of the ones I thought would get more love is my fairly recent cafe one, where I went to a real cafe during the day and sat and had a coffee and cake, and I wanted to sort of do a white noise video of the ambience of a cafe. There was me like eating cake and drinking coffee, but it wasn't really mukbang because you couldn't really hear that. It was more just the atmosphere of the cafe, and I did a little bit of tapping on the cup and on the spoon and things like that. But I had to do it surreptitiously so that people didn't look at me like I was crazy and I didn't get kicked out. Luckily, I sat in a quiet corner. But I thought people would love that, and it's sort of in the middle in terms of my views currently, but yeah. So go and check out my cafe ambience video, because it needs some more love. Okay, next question. What's something the audience doesn't know about the behind the scenes of your channel? Ooh, okay. I would say that every time I film a video in my in the bedroom stroke office, I have to move the furniture around, and it takes longer than anything. Sometimes it's the worst, most annoying part of the video. Basically, I have a desk here, which I'm sitting at, and usually the desk is against this wall right here, facing that wall. When I'm just doing general stuff, when I'm working and things like that. But basically, the reason I have to move the desk away from the wall, so basically into the middle of this bedroom, is because the window is just over there, and obviously I want to use the light, the natural light from the window, especially obviously during the day. And yeah, it's just a preferred angle for me, really. So yeah, that's behind the scenes. I have to move the furniture around, and that's the part I love. I just want I just want to get to filming my videos and get rolling. But yeah, I have to just move furniture around, which is not exciting. And I think I spilled some tea once. I knocked over some tea, and you knock things over and bash things if you're not careful and you're moving around. But yeah, once it gets set up, I'm fine, and I don't mind moving things back because I'm sort of all done then, and I can listen to some music or listen to a podcast while I rearrange the furniture. So yeah, that's it. That's the behind the scenes. Is I have to move furniture around every time, and once I get into a new place, I'm hoping that I will be able to sometime next year. I should hopefully all get into a new place, and I'll hopefully get a setup where I can just jump on. My mic is ready to go, my desk is ready to go. I don't have to move furniture around. I'd love to have a setup where it's just I can pretty much go and film a video without having to move things around. Alright, next question. The most absurd request you received from a fan. Okay, well, I haven't actually received any absurd requests that I can remember in terms of ASMR. Maybe I should start a Patreon for absurd requests. So if you have any absurd requests, then let me know, and I'll see what I can do. Because at the moment, I'll try anything. Because I'm just open to most things. And I did receive actually a couple of quite strange questions recently. And it's difficult because I don't want to shame anyone, whether it's a kink that somebody has or they're just into it. It's like a hobby, or they may be autistic, or they may be. But let me give you some background. So basically, I've done a few videos with devices like washing machines, dishwashers for the white noise. And somebody was asking me all sorts of questions about the washing machine, what cycle I used, what brand it was. And when I took a quick look at their channel, it seems like they were subscribed to a lot of washing machine channels. And again, I'm not shaming them because they might be watching. They might just be really into washing machines. They might be a washing machine repair person or expert, or it might be a hobby. Maybe they were trolling me. Maybe it is a kink that they have. And again, I'm not shaming anyone for that, because as long as you're not hurting anyone and it's making you happy, then you do you and you go for it. But yeah, it was just strange because it didn't seem like the questions were ASMR related. They were just more related to the brand of washing machine, what temperature I used. It was interesting. Okay, well that probably qualifies. Okay, next. Do your family and friends know you make ASMR videos? My friends ones some of my very closest friends do. My girlfriend does. Neither of their, my friends and my girlfriend are not into it. My girlfriend likes white noise to go to sleep, but she has one of those machines. And my family absolutely not, and they just wouldn't get it. I wouldn't tell them. Sometimes when I can't see my family have to sneak off and do videos, or I'm busy, I will say that I'm learning how to make videos because I've done photography for so long. And I used to make like corporate videos, but and I did videos at university, and we used to make fiction films at uni. And I'm just saying I've got rusty at making videos. I am writing a screenplay at the moment, so it's important for me to learn how to make videos. My family don't know, but they know that I make videos, but they don't know what about. So, they just wouldn't get it anyway. And I like it to be like just my thing, and just the thing of like a few people who do understand. They might not get it, or they might not be into it, but they just they accept me for who I am, and just a few close friends and my girlfriend know about my channel. Alright, next. Have you ever been recognised in public? No, because I hide my face. Again, I like the anonymity at the moment. Kurt is my name, and maybe one day I'll show my face, but yeah, I just kind of like the anonymity. It's not mega important for me. It's almost like it's just a little bit of fun, and I just like that. It just gives me a little bit of anonymity, and in case like family see my video or something like that, I guess. Because I wouldn't want them to find out. So, what inspires your video ideas? Oh, this is a great question. This is such fun. I'm just gonna have a drink of coffee. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, it's 5 p.m. and I'm drinking coffee. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. Lots of things inspire my videos. I suppose the primary thing is just sort of making the kind of ASMR that I like to listen to. So that again, that's tapping videos. I love tongue clicks and just random rambles. I like sort of quite to try new ideas, like novelty ideas, things I've never tried before. For example, I'd love to try a role play video. I've never done that before. I love watching other ASMRtists who do role plays, and the effort that they put into those is so great. I love that. So I'd love to do a role play video one day. It might be things that I've seen other ASMRtists do, and I'd always wanted to try one day. It might be random objects, which I think might make good tingles. Like I did the mugs video because the porcelain makes quite nice sounds. Sometimes it might be just a location. Like I'm hoping to travel certainly more next year. I may be travelling over Christmas. Stay tuned. I may be travelling to foreign parts. And I'll definitely be inspired by like a new location. For example, I love hotel tapping videos. I don't know if it's that thing of just like nosing around like a new room. You know, like how a cat has to go into every room when it comes into a space and has to explore every part. I don't know if that's the appeal of like hotel videos. So I love being inspired by different places as well, different spaces and objects, and sometimes it will just sort of come out what feels like out of nowhere. But I do have a list of ASMR ideas that I put on my notes app on my iPhone. So they can come from lots of different places. What about you? Where do your ideas come from? I'd be interested to know. Well, if I tag you, you can answer the question. But feel free to just answer any of these questions in the comments below. I'd be really, really interested to know. most time online? Where do you find yourself spending the most time online? It probably is YouTube, because I do listen to a lot of ASMR videos, but I have lots of other hobbies as well, like and I like to watch lots of other different types of channels as well, like self-help advice videos, fragrance review videos, movie review videos, foreign like French language learning videos as well, because I'm learning French. And all of these are on YouTube, so I'd say that YouTube is probably the one that I spend the most time online. And finally, last question. What advice would you give someone who wanted to make their own ASMR content? Just go for it, absolutely go for it, and just start doing it, and you're only going to find out if you really enjoy it if you start. I left it for many years before I started doing ASMR, and I'm so glad that I did, because I'm having an absolute blast and I'm loving it. And I think it's important to not compare yourself to other people, like other channels who may have thousands of followers, who maybe been around for a few years, or have lots of followers, because they're attractive or sparkly or whatever, and that's just the way it is sometimes. But that's okay, just do you, and if it's if you're enjoying creating, just enjoy the process. Don't think about the outcome. Like, try not to think about like how many subscribers you have and your watch hours and all that. I know there's a monetary incentive, but it has to come from a place of joy to start off with. And I'm a long way from being monetized at the moment, and but I'm going to carry on, because I absolutely love doing it, and maybe one day I'll be monetized and I'll have lots more subscribers. Fantastic. But I just love creating ASMR videos. It's just really satisfying. So go for it. Don't compare yourself to other people. That's good advice for life in general. Do not compare yourself to other people, because you are unique. You are unique. You are unique. You are unique. You are not like anyone else, and that is a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. Okay, that's it. That's the last question. Thank you so much for listening. And hanging out with me, and I really appreciate your time and you listening to my videos. I'm going to tag some more people to do this challenge, no pressure, and I will see you soon for another ASMR video. Take really good care of yourselves. Bye bye.